Football, happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love. They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Short one here. Caught by McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try to pick up bigger yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drill, 52. 52, blue. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Ellis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. On the game, this is their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Ready.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And able to get this out to the 25. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game. Big-time arm. 4.4 speed. So good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
Fields now to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Jeanty. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They run over center with Benson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Pass complete there to Harrison. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Love. It's a punt around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Let's go now.
They'll run with Benson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Yellow. Hut, go.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A gain of 6 yards brings us 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Once again, it's Genty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not,
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead is up to 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. To the air again, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Going back to Love. He's got McBride here over the middle. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
14-yard line.
Red 38.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrelson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Lakers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Every time I hit the stage, I make it.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hanson with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Here we go.
They get this out quickly to the left side. taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Nice instruction.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? 319. Angel. Right.
They snap it to Fields. He'll try to do it himself. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down, Raiders.
On the give, Genty. Down to about the 22 here. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 22-yard line.
Here's Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They go bootleg. Love. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go. 3-9.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
Good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Well, 154 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. From the 50, here's Fields. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Right there.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Genty trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Murray to air it out again. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Raiders have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the tackle going to be made right there at The 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He's brought down at the 31. The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Murray now. And he is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McCarthy. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Murray changing the play.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Now Murray again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Murray on the sneak. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tez Johnson, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. That was going to... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now into Cardinal offense. Down by 12. A minute 39 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now going to do it himself.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Now they'll change things up. He finds his man complete. It's McCarthy. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going for it. It's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he's going to have a ringer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.